Hello, so this is us now. What time is it? It is about 8 AM. Come for our early morning dog walk, and it's a bit different, a bit groovier than usual. So there's some sort of fun day going on, and we are having a little bit of a dance. It's usually bird song, but this will work too. Won't it, Gypsy? You loving it? Not quite loving it. Yeah. Peace and quiet again. So we're in the forest. We've made our way away from the fun day, and yeah, just enjoying the breeze, enjoying the relative silence, at least until Gypsy gets the scent of something and starts barking. But yeah, it's quite an exciting day today. I am going to hopefully look at my new car, so I will keep you updated with how that goes. I'm off to find my little princess now before she gets stuck in a hedge. See you guys later. Good girl. I'm so worried about tripping while I'm carrying this camera. Oh, I heard a rustling there. It's only a squirrel. It's only a squirrel, isn't it, Tiny? Look what we found! Did we find a hula hoop? Are you stuck now? Are you a wee bit stuck? What's this? Nanga nanga nanga. Oh dear. Are we stuck? Oh, careful. Should we leave it? Jiffy, should we leave it? Oh, you're not really stuck. Okay, let's go! Hula hooping! We love the hula hoop! Yay! Good girl! Did you fetch the hula hoop? Are you stuck again? Are you stuck again? What have you got, my baby? What have you got? What you got? Oh my! Look at you! Look at you, you're like a little circus poodle, kind of. Come on in, don't chew it. Come on in, we'll go home. Aha, you're going to bring that with you? Is it a bit big? Is it a wee bit big? Makeup's on now. You'll be thinking, that's what I thought you always looked like. But yeah, when there's a dog walk, why put the makeup on? It's only going to get smudged. Well, sometimes I do, to be fair. But a day like today, when I'm going out later, I will just tend to leave it off. So I am, as you can see, typing away, logging onto my computer now. I actually got a little bit of Etsy business to do. Somebody has approached me about a commission, a customer that I already know, so very excited to get started on that. Have my sketchbook at the ready to come up with a few ideas. And yeah, as I mentioned, then we're going to go and have a look at this this new car. So the car that I have just now, it's the only car I've ever had. Petal, Purple Petal. She has been in my life since my 18th birthday, which was also the year that I passed my test. Or was it? No, I might have passed my test the year after. I might have started licence with her. But yeah, she has seen me through everything. 10 years old, and for quite a while I've been looking at different ones. And it's always been very hard to make the jump, because I do love Petal so much. And she's very dear to my heart, but I think it might be time for her to be due a rest. So I have been looking, and it's a little Fiat 500, black and white, as per, not that I always dress to match my car, but today I happen to, if I go ahead with this one. So I'm going to go and look at that one, and fingers crossed, if everything works out well, then she shall be a worthy successor to the mighty Petal. But let's see, and for the time being I'm going to get on with my Etsy work first. I bought a car. Oh my days, I think this is the most expensive purchase I have ever made. Not because it's a particularly luxury car, just because I have never bought anything this big before. I shall reveal her name tomorrow, but for the time being, yeah, the handover happens tomorrow. So I am about to head outside and empty Petal, relieve Petal of all her luggage, all her contents, and oh my gosh, I am nervous and excited, which is it's quite good. At least I'm excited too. My more anxious days I was just plain nervous. But yeah, let's head outside and let's tidy up Petal before the day comes. So here is Petal. Here is my baby, my first baby, first car. I actually sat my test in her, can you believe it? So we have really been through the wars together, haven't we, my darling? And I've always loved her colour. So yeah, the time has come to let her retire, which is a nice way to put it, but yeah, couldn't have asked for a better car. And now after 10 years, Petal is retiring and a new arrival is coming tomorrow, so let's have a look inside and see if we can tidy Petal up a little bit before her retirement. I think I'm going to realise actually how old this car is once I get the new one, because they're talking about how you can play your music, and I think I am still, as you can see here, I'm still on the CDs. Petal has a CD player and is proud of it. Well, we do also have a radiogram. There's no such thing as a radiogram. A radio. But yeah, take the CDs. So I have a bundle here. Oh my gosh, we should go through these and you will know about my... Everyone always makes fun of me because, you know, I love nothing more. Anyone who watched my infamous Hamilton video knows I love nothing more than a musical soundtrack. So we have My Fair Lady. And oh, Hamilton Act 2. Actually, I've got 2 of Hamilton Act 2, so yeah, leave a comment if you'd like one of them. I'm just joking, don't worry, please don't do that. That was just because the CD wouldn't write properly. I've got Funny Face, and in fact the Audrey Hepburn theme shall continue with tomorrow's car purchase. Just stay tuned. But for the meantime, yeah, I've got these. Now, I have this little, the handbook. Do you take that? Do I leave that with the car? Maybe I'll leave that with the car, but if I remember rightly, it is going to have, oh my goodness, oh, see, my grandpa is the car whiz. My papa, his dad was actually a mechanic, so he knows all about cars. He's quite excited for tomorrow as well, and he's left me a little note that in an event of an accident, what I have to do, the procedure I have to follow, and if you're stuck, phone grandpa. Oh my gosh. So I shall keep that, and I don't know about the rest of this booklet. What's this in here? Oh, it's like an old MOT or something. Oh dear. I've loved this car, but I'm not a motorhead, as is probably apparent. Although the guy did say that I drove very nice in the test drive, but then he is on commission, so there you go. What else do we have? More CDs. And we also have 2 little ice scrapers, the Scottish motorist tool of choice. So that's that. Now, oh, let's go and have a look in the boot. I know that I've got some... Oh, before we go, in fact, I was going to say let's have a look in the boot. I've got something funny there, but I also have something funny here. If you pop yourself down... Oh, it's my driving shoes. So my driving shoes are because I haven't worn heels in a while, actually. Only on sort of nights out or to the ballet, something like that. But if I am ever driving, I don't like to drive in heels. I don't like to lose my foot. So I've kept this little pair of pink Converse in here just for emergencies. So they shall be coming with me to the new car. And I saved the best for last because in my boot was this, it's not the most exciting, but it means a lot to me. This little, well, it's nothing to do with John Lewis, sorry. My cardboard box, my rescue kit. Now, last Christmas, my friends and family will be like, will you stop going on about this bloomin' pigeon? Because it is a pigeon story. Last Christmas, I was driving along to our family Christmas lunch at House for an Art Lover in Glasgow. Beautiful place, can recommend. Came under the railway bridge and there was a baby pigeon in the road. And my car more or less went right over it, and I thought for sure it was dead. I thought it was dead already, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've run it over. I was very upset, pulled in, I couldn't just leave it. And when I got to it, it was actually all right. It had somehow survived, and it was the strangest looking thing I have ever seen in my life. It really looked like a baby dinosaur. It was a squab pigeon. I'll try and insert just a few Google pictures because, you know, I didn't like to take any pictures of it because it seemed so vulnerable, and I thought if something happens to it, I'll feel terrible for indulging myself in taking pictures. So I would guess, I mean, if it was 3 weeks old, it wasn't any older. I think it must have fallen out of the nest, and I don't know whether its mum... There was no way to get it back up there because its nest was in the rafters of the railway bridge. So I wrapped it up in my scarf, and bearing in mind this is the week before Christmas, so it was cold. I mean, I was shivering, never mind this little thing. And my mum runs to the corner shop to see if they've got a box, anything like that. horrible shopkeeper would not give us anything, and eventually we nagged until he gave us a crisp box that had a hole in it. So we're carrying this pigeon back to the car, trying to make sure it doesn't fall out the blooming Walker's munchies hole. Anyway, like, let it go, Kirsten, it's been 7 months. But yeah, we put him in the box, wrapped him up in my scarf and just watched him, and called the SSPCA, and they were wonderful. SSPCA is where Gypsy came from, as you know. They were wonderful and came and picked him up certainly within half an hour. And she said, yeah, as long as he wasn't too badly injured, obviously they would care for him, rehabilitate him, and hopefully re-release him back into the wild when he was growled, when he was the size he was supposed to be. So yeah, ever since then I thought we both actually kept a cardboard box in our car just in case of any baby birds or any animal-based mishaps. So actually this was like a joke Christmas present from my mum, so you see I'm bizarrely kitted out. I have gloves because I was very scared that he was going to peck me, and then it was only the peril of the road that I thought, right, just scoop him up. And heaven bless him, he just sat there in my arms. I think he was in shock, didn't seem injured, but I just scooped him up, and he was just like the way people hold a chicken. And we've also got some towels, and oh, there's some bubble wrap there. I don't know what the bubble wrap's for, no, just to give him a little cushioning there. So yeah, do drop me a DM if you ever come across an injured bird in the Glasgow area, and I'll scoot right over with my rescue kit. But yeah, seriously, this is coming with me to the new car because you never know, and at least it reminds me of what I named the pigeon, Walter. Now, any classic film fans, you will know what I mean by Walter Pigeon. My new car is here. What a day. It's a very hot day for all this excitement. So yes, today, as you can see, I collected my new car. She is a 2016 Fiat 500, the little retro model. I'm sure you've seen them out and about. Obviously a lovely shade of white. It's almost like a vanilla kind of shade. And oh, it was very sad to hand over my petal. But she's ready for retirement now. So it is time for a new era of Sabrina. So the reason for the name Sabrina is, as you know, I'm a big Audrey Hepburn fan, and I was trying to think of her black and white films, and my particular favourite, Roman Holiday, comes a close second, but I felt in terms of a girl getting up and finding what she wants, Sabrina was the one for me. So that is where her name comes from. So let me introduce you to her properly. Here we are, isn't she beautiful? Let me take you inside. Oh good, I'm far less self-conscious inside. I can hear my neighbours, and I'm not well known as a vlogger exactly, so I think they just think I'm talking to myself. But yes, here we are. So beautiful interior, because I did realise at first I was only looking at the outside of cars, and then I thought, you know what, I spend all my time inside. So really chic, really very retro styling, and I absolutely love that, but still with all the mod cons. So Sabrina, if you haven't seen it, it's an Audrey Hepburn film, an early one. I think it's 1954, 53, 54. And she is very empowered young woman, goes to France, really finds herself. She becomes in the world and of the world. And that is the vibe that I wanted to have for my travels in this little lady. So that is where the name Sabrina came from. Not the teenage witch, although you know I do like a bit of charmed, a bit of witchcraft. Our lovely salesman Swales, hi Swales, if you ever get to watch this, who really looked after us very well. He said that it reminded him of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which I can appreciate. So however it works for you, her name is Sabrina. As I think I already said, this is the first car that I've actually bought myself, because I was incredibly fortunate and got petrol for my 18th birthday a long time ago. So I have never been through the process of actually buying a car. So I could hardly sleep last night. I was so nervous. And you know, in interviews and magazines they always ask people, what's your most expensive purchase? Well, so far, without a flat or a house to call my own, it's this little lady right here. So hopefully it will work out. Really enjoying driving her so far, taking her to the library to work tomorrow. But yes, onwards and upwards for adventures with Sabrina. Oh yeah, before I go, and I hope with the music in the background I'm not causing some sort of copyright problem. But as I mentioned yesterday, my previous car I was just on CD, so I was having to transfer every album I downloaded onto CD and play it in the car. But now Sabrina has all the mod cons, and you can hear I've got The Greatest Showman playing right now, so it tells you I can plug. I can't believe it charges my phone. You think this is game changing. I'm sorry if your car's done that for years, but this is a game changer for me. And as you can see, hopefully as you can see, I can get my beloved Greatest Showman, my beloved Hugh Jackman, playing through Sabrina's little speakers as we travel. Couldn't be better.